What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and to a quick Overwatch League news video as the Gladiators come out of nowhere and announce that they have signed the Swedish DPS superstar from Contenders, Kevster. In my honest opinion, the Gladiators DPS situation was pretty okay. I think that Birdring and Mirror were having a pretty good season overall, but you never turn down the extra firepower. And I mean, when you think about how the Gladiators have been performing as a team this year, they've been pretty, just okay. They're a middle-of-the-pack team. They've been winning some games, they've been losing some games. Their only real achievement is beating the Shock that one time, but other than that, they've been relatively quiet. And that's part of the problem with the Glads, right? They aren't really winning as many games as we know they could, and maybe Kevster can help solve that issue. Now, as usual at these types of videos, at least for the most part, I may not seem as knowledgeable as other people who watch a lot more Contenders than I do because I really don't have enough time to watch Tier 2. I really wish I had more time on my hands to do so, but I really don't because of the grind I'm on, and I'm mostly focused on the Overwatch League here on this channel, so I just don't have enough time. But even so, I'm going to give it my all to tell you guys what I honestly think of Kevster as a player based off of all of the information and resources I have at my disposal, as well as the small amount of film I have studied of this guy. So a big thing to note with Kevster, if you're not super familiar with him or Contenders in general, is that he kind of falls under the category of flex DPS, I'd say. A lot of people praise him for his hit scan abilities, but we know that he can play projectile too. He's whipped out the Pharah and the Mei before, it's nothing new to him, and he's played the Tracer and the Ashe. He has a mean Widowmaker and McCree, and I've seen him flex onto the Echo too, I believe. He's a phenomenal prospect. He has a ton of potential, and I'm sure all of my Kevster stands out there will agree with me. All of the people that praise him and know a lot more than I do about him are going to say, yeah, this guy has been Overwatch League ready for a good amount of time now. I trust in everybody's judgment because literally everywhere I look on social media and on Discord is Kevster, Kevster, Kevster. This guy's a beast. Why is he not in Overwatch League? Blah, blah, blah. So all in all, based off of the hype, this seems like a pretty fantastic move for the Gladiators. He's looking like a pretty capable player. I think he might be able to help boost the Gladiators towards more victories, like I was saying. But another thing to note is that him and Birdring together in like a double hit scan meta could be a very scary thing to deal with. Can you imagine one of these two on Tracer, then the other on Ashe? Oh my goodness gracious, that sounds horrifying to deal with. We've already seen Jaru play the Ashe with Birdring on the Tracer against the Rain recently, and it was okay. It was nothing amazing, but it wasn't bad either. But I think having Kevster in there could drastically boost their performance on this type of composition. And they might play together more often than you might think. Hero pools sometimes make us forget because of how often they change things up with the league, but we've had a couple of different double hit scan metas already. We've seen Tracer Soldier, Tracer Ashe, and like some Sombra too and everything, so why not have these two play together a good amount? And like I was referring to earlier, if you do suddenly need a projectile like mid-round or whatever, then Kevster can help fill out that need. That's the beauty of this guy. His versatility allows for you to do a lot of different things mid-game. There's a lot of different strategies you could plan around. Kevster kind of seems like the type of player who is the dream guy to coach, and putting him in the hands of DPay could be very dangerous because I think DPay's underrated. He's a great coach. DPay seems like the type of guy who knows how to get a lot out of his players, so I think if you give him some time to pick Kevster's brain and help him improve even, oh man, that's going to be a recipe for success. With the meta not changing because the same hero pools are going to be around this week, Kevster could theoretically get plugged into the lineup right from day one. Could it be risky to have him start right from day one when he doesn't even have that much synergy with his new team yet? Yeah, of course, but from the pure perspective of him being able to frag out and prove himself, it seems like a decent idea. I mean, think about it. This guy is hungry to show to the rest of the world that he belongs in this league. He doesn't want anybody on the Gladiators to regret their decision. This has been a long time coming. He's been grinding and working his tail off to get to his end goal since early 2018. He's been finding tons of success in North American Contenders on Team Envy/Team Doge. Even though I don't watch him as much as other people, I can confidently say that in my opinion, I believe Kevster is more than ready for this challenge. How well will he do? I'm not too sure. We'll have to see, obviously, but I'm very excited to find out what he can do and how he stacks up to the rest of these world-class Overwatch League DPS players. But yeah, that pretty much concludes everything I have to say about Kevster joining the Los Angeles Gladiators, so make sure to let me know what you think of this pickup down in the comment section, whether you know who he is or you don't. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on it, and make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and if you want to keep up with all things Overwatch League news related. And as always, thanks so much for watching this video, I really do appreciate it, and until next time, this is ATP, signing out. Peace.